Welcome to this video series on how to make an app. My name is Matt Ludwigs, and I'm a student here at ASU. I'm also a front-end developer at Mount Media in Tempe, Arizona. I'll be showing you how to get started on building an app and looking at the code that you'll need to build your app. This will involve HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In this video specifically, we're going to do a quick overview of a structure of an app and show you what a finished app might look like. If you open up your favorite web browser, I'm going to click on Google Chrome. Once it gets loaded up, come up here to your navigation bar. Type in github.com. Once you've done that, press enter. It's going to bring you here to GitHub's homepage. After that, you see this search GitHub bar up here. Click inside of there and type in Spark app with a capital A and then AZ and press enter. You're going to see that it only brings up one search, and that's what we want. So we're going to click on that. It takes us to this page. This page is where all the code lives inside of our application. But we need to get this code somehow. So by coming over here to the download zip button and clicking on it, what's going to happen is all the files are going to download as a zip folder to your downloads folder. If you come over here and you click to open it, it's going to extract the files and it's going to open up a whole folder. If you notice right here, sparkapp.github.io-master. That's what you would like to see. We have multiple files here, but for us, we're going to look at the examples directory. We have to open up a text editor though to see this. So for me, I'm going to go to Applications. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to use Text Wrangler. So I'm going to open up Text Wrangler. We're just going to press cancel right here. And now we have our text editor open. After you have your text editor open, if you go to File, Open, click on that, your computer is going to bring up your directory structure of your whole computer. So when that happens, go to wherever that downloaded. For most cases, it's going to be your downloads folder. And you're going to navigate to sparkapp.github.io-master. And you're going to click on examples, because that's what we want to look at. And we're going to come down here and we're going to press open. From here, the text editor will open up all the files to the side of our project. Now, to understand some of the file structure here, we have this index.html. The index.html file is typically the main place where all your front page and front app information goes. So if you open that up, this is the code that when somebody first comes to our website, this is the code that they will experience and see. Now that you have your index.html file open, one thing to notice is that it's all about content and structure. You're not going to see anything about design in here because it might take away from what you're trying to communicate to your user. Now that you have your index.html file open, you're going to notice something. It's all about structure and content. You don't want to blend your styles in with your structure and content because that could take away from what you're trying to communicate to your users. We're going to look at this file from top to bottom real fast and kind of see what's going on. So first you'll notice this is doctype HTML. This is kind of the web standard for HTML5 and declaring what type of doc type this is, or document type. If we continue down, you're going to see the head tag. Now the head tag is special because it stores information for just the browser to know, or extra files to load in, such as your styles. Whatever's in this head tag, whatever's in between the head tag, your user might not directly experience. There's going to be extra data like keywords and descriptions, or more style sheets, or even your JavaScript could be inside the head tag. But your user will never actually see this. This is the body tag, and the body tag is really where all the magic happens. This is where your users will directly experience the content and the structure of your app. There's quite a few HTML5 tags in here, as you will notice, and I highly recommend taking some time to learn these on your own. If you scroll all the way down here at the bottom, you're going to see another tag called script. The script tag is where you pull in external JavaScript files like this one right here, or you can actually, inside this script tag, it has no source or src, you can write JavaScript. And those are two ways to include JavaScript in your file. Now that we've looked at our HTML file, we're going to go look at some styles. So we come over here, close these. Now we're back to our main area where all of our files are opened in our text editor. So if you navigate to styles.css and you double click on that, and it opens. From here, this is a CSS file. It's very different from HTML. You notice a few things here. Typically the way that CSS works is you declare the element that you want to select. For us here, it's the body. You have a opening curly bracket, and then you have all your CSS declarations. Typically, you have your property, so background color, colon, and then your value, and then semicolon. And lastly, you always want to close your CSS with a closing curly bracket. That was a quick overview of HTML and CSS. Remember, as you build out your app, be sure to use HTML for your content and CSS for your design. It is important not to blend these two languages together.